Hey groupies, welcome back to Form of Therapy. This is the Culture Study. I'm the channel's video producer and your host. You can call me PD. And today we are checking out After School by Weeekly. Now, this is Weekly's second comeback already, and they haven't even been around a year yet. It's a few months shy of their 1 year anniversary. They debuted last year with Tag Me, and then a few months after that, they came back with Zigzag, which was their first comeback, and then now they're here with After School. So in terms of a promotional cycle, I would say Play M is doing a fantastic job. It's showing that Play M has a lot of faith in Weekly. They want them to succeed. They have a lot of stake in this group. So on kind of the promotional cycle aspect, they're doing a really good job. Now, is the music good? That is the most important question. We're going to find out today. Now, before we do, if you enjoy this channel, if you want to support us, consider visiting our Patreon. On Patreon, we have some bonus reactions. We have live stage reactions. We also do weekly live streams where we take your requests live. And for just a little bit more, we also have variety reactions. You know, we checked out some variety stuff from Weekly, and we have drama, reality show reactions as well. So if you want to check that out, join our Patreon. But of course, supporting us monetarily is completely optional. If you don't want to, that's fine. Let's just get into today's video and make sure to subscribe. That's a free way to help us out. This is After School by Weekly, and this is your form of therapy. Make sure the volume is all the way up. Is this an intro or is this a part of the song? Oh, it's part of the song. Okay. The mixing's so clear. I like it. Her vocals are very crisp. Very percussion heavy too. A lot of snapping and clapping. You know, I don't usually like those plastic sounding drums, but it works here because they transitioned it from the snapping and clapping. The heck was that chorus? You can't just go back to this. What the heck was that chorus? Okay, hold on.
벗어날 거야. 그때 마주친 그 표정을 잊을 수 없었지. 우린 서로 스며들어 친구보단 또 다른 아이인 것 같아. 일렁이는 맘을 타고나 Singing 우린 스케이트보드 위로 마치 춤을 추듯 발을 굴러 바람 그 사이를 가로지르
Oh my god. I think I was like literally holding my breath there at the end. Oh my god. Oh my god, I'm like on the verge of in tears. I'm like ready to cry. I don't know why. What? This is a pop song, sir. What? Hold on. We need to watch this again. We need to watch this again because I don't know why, but that song absolutely me up. Like it just up inside. Like I don't know what it was about that song, but I feel like I'm an emotional mess right now. Let's just watch it again. Let's watch it again.
이따 거기서 보는 거 맞지? 시간 잘 맞춰 늦으면 반칙.
That silver hair. Is it silver? Silver, like dirty blonde? That looks really good on Jay. I like that color on her.
끝까지 달려갈 준비. 마지막 총소리가 울리면 벌써 저기 오렌 짙빛 하늘이 짙어지는 걸 어서 머뭇거리다간 금세 어두워질 걸 우리 스케이트보드 위로 마치 춤을 추듯 발을 굴러 바람 그 사이를 가로질러 여기저기 멀리
Okay, let's listen to Monday's melody again. Okay, that melody, that top line, it's fucking great. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to curse. It's bloody great. It's bloody great, but I know a sample when I hear it. I don't listen to American pop music, but I can tell that melody. There's no way that's Korean. Like I feel like that at least is sampled from an American song. I don't know what, because I don't listen to American pop, but I can tell that's definitely a sample. But it's so good. It's so catchy, especially because I like this part followed after Monday's part because I think this is a great complimentary section. It's Jian, this part. Like that really was Che in there too, like that really high note after Monday doing na 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 na. To contrast that with that na 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 na. I like that a lot. No, hold on. I think someone has a longer part. I think someone has a longer part in the second chorus. We'll talk about it then. But Sone's part is messing me up. Oh, I want to point this part out. I really like this section. Oh, sorry. So this section, they're supposed to imply that this part was shot like this is like, oh, like they're like so the whole lyrics, it's all about like friends kind of messing around and playing, right? So like some things that friends might do is like dance together and like record it on video, right? So they're implying like with this overlay right here, it's like being shot on an iPhone or whatever. They shot this on a different camera, mind you. They could have shot this on an iPhone. I don't know necessarily if this is an iPhone. The quality is like, I mean, the quality is pretty good, so it might be, but they at least shot it from a different camera from the rest of the camera. If you look, this section, the frame rate is very clearly different, and the sharpness and the colors are just slightly a little bit different from here. So you can see, I think you guys can see the visual difference from here and here. The color science is very obviously different. There's a lot more contrast here. Blacks are a little bit more crushed here. I would say they might have shot this on a phone. I don't know. I mean, phone technology has come a long way, but I have never seen someone, I guess, so seamlessly edit it in. It looks really good. But it might have not been shot on a phone, and they're just putting an overlay on it. But it was definitely shot on a different camera, at least. Okay, so this is by the way, Jesus Christ, why the fuck is she so beautiful? Like, my God. This section is actually a great example about wanting to talk about this song, because this song, you know, on an instrumental level, it's not like the most interesting song in the world. It's not. I don't think the instrumental is that interesting. Like, I love doing this thing where, like, taking some K-pop songs and then stripping the vocals out, and I just love listening to the instrumental. Like, it's so fun. I feel like it's so much more transformative. Like, sometimes instrumentals feel like instrumental only versions feel like a different version of the song. Just because, like, a lot of K-pop instrumentals are very complex and they're kind of crazy and hype, and they can almost be like songs on their own. I don't think I don't get that vibe from this instrumental here. I would personally say that the instrumental for After School is on, like, the less complicated, less interesting side. But I also feel like that's wholly intentional, because if you listen to this section with Monday, you've got like a very simple bouncing synth, but because it's so simple, it puts way more focus on Monday's vocals. And you can kind of like hear her like kind of singing from the gut too. So even Choa's like rap talking part as well also stands out. Like the like the mixing's really good too, but like it makes them all sound so much crisp and so much clear. Like this song, like a lot of K-pop songs, it's about a mix of vocals and a mix of the instrumental. But here, the vocals are at like the forefront. Holy crap, Sone's vocals, what the I thought Sone had a much longer part in the second chorus. It's the same exact second chorus. That's it? That's all of Sone's lines? So then why is that the most memorable part of the song? What the? I would love to reach out to the audience right here. Let me know in the comment section. Let's have a little dialogue. So for me, Sone's my favorite. Sone is my favorite. I don't know if this is just like my personal bias. Like, Sone has so little lines in that chorus. It's little lines. It's not even lines. It's line. She has one line in that chorus. And for me, that is the most memorable part of the song. That I'm so good. I can't even imitate it. I listen. I sing Tag Me by myself all the time. I'm never going to sing this song because I'm always going to disappoint myself vocally. Like, that part also requires so much technique. It requires so much skill to perform that part. Like, for me, that's the most memorable part of the song. For me, that line, for some reason, it gets me really freaking emotional and it makes me kind of like well up a little. Is that just me? Let me know. Literally, that tone section gives me chills. This is a long part. Oh, this is a pop song, sir. Why the fuck does this make me want to make you cry? Like, one, I think there's something about Sohn singing herself. Sohn singing, like, listen, I think Monday is easily the best vocalist in Weekly. Probably one of the best vocalists I've ever heard. But just because someone is the best vocalist does not mean they're my favorite, right? And there's just something about Sohn's voice here. And then when you hear like the beat pick up and the rhythm starts changing, when you hear this part, when you hear the beat picking up, I feel like it adds like an interesting desperation to her voice, especially with the lyrics that she's singing. She's saying, "We melt into each other. You feel like another me rather than a friend." It's like if we feel I feel like we're one rather than, you know, separate beings, you know? Like there's something about that that just inherently just I think just it just touches me on such a genuine and heartfelt level. Oh, I love. Oh, I love that. Oh my god. Oh, I gotta listen to that section again. This part right here. Having an outro alone doesn't happen too much in K-pop. Having an outro is beautiful, and like I love the harmonies. The sing that, but this section. Na 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 na. Them like June and Sujin like singing in like a lower register over those harmonies. So beautiful, man. Oh, fuck. I'm not crying. I got teary-eyed. And I think I've sort of figured out why. After the second watch through. I think everyone's gonna have a different experience watching this. Maybe I think this might just be like a personal experience for me, but I had a very fairly miserable childhood. I have not been happy at any point in my life. I don't want to get into how I grew up, but it, you know, for me, the hardships that I went through in my childhood started basically the moment I was born. And because of that, especially I was very unhappy. I was probably the most unhappiest I've ever been in high school. And so I think it's especially, and I think people can empathize with the, oh, I was miserable during high school thing. Like even if you didn't have a hard upbringing, just like, just high school politics and homework and studying and grades and the pressures of all of that can amount to, a much tough time, right? But because of that, I always held on to the few joys that I had in my childhood. And they felt very near and dear to me. And, um, school was not always the happiest place. So, if there was any kind of joy that school brought me, it's very memorable to me and it's very special to me. And this song, to describe this song into one feeling, it's inherently nostalgic and it reminds me of uh uh it's inherently nostalgic. I'm literally late to a meeting right now. That's why I had to text somebody. I'm late to a meeting right now, but I'm like I got to get through this. But it's like this nostalgic feeling of kind of like the last day of school right before summer, and you and your friends are making all these plans on what you're going to do during the summer and fantasizing about all the adventures you're going to get into. And that kind of like, yeah, I'll see you next fall kind of vibe. There's something very inherently special and nostalgic about those rare moments, that it's a very interesting feeling. It's like a feeling of being nervous and excited and kind of like being carefree back when you didn't have any responsibilities as a child. And I feel like, the lyrics of the song are about just that, being carefree and playing with your friends and just having fun with your friends. Like the song is essentially about youth and what you get up to after school. Like they're like, hey, I'm in school, we're gonna meet up after school. Like it has that kind of like, oh, let's get out of school and have fun and go on an adventure type of vibe. And I think especially the older you get, the more, especially like when you're older, you have all these responsibilities and these societal responsibilities. And like literally just yesterday, I had like an emotional breakdown by myself because I hate existing as an adult. I hate the pressure of like, wow, if I stop working, my family's gonna fucking die. Like I hate that feeling, right? And watching this, like this almost came at like the like literally. This came at the perfect time for me personally. Like literally, not to get too personal, but like I literally broke down crying yesterday because I'm I think people think I'm older than I am. I'm still in my 20s and I am supporting my entire family, and I'm I just, the pressure of that is insane. And I just, watching this, it reminds me of it reminds me of better days in my youth, and it kind of almost puts my youth into perspective for me. Like, yeah, being a teenager fucking sucked and it was hard, but it was probably the most beautiful time in my life. No matter how miserable I was, not having responsibilities is such a different time. And there's something about this song that is so inherently romantic. And I'm not talking about romance in the sense of love and dating and that kind of stuff. Although I think the lyrics here are just vague enough that, I think it's about, primarily like it's about friendship. But the lyrics are just vague enough that this could also be about like your first love or your high school sweetheart, that kind of stuff. But I digress. This song has such a romantic aspect to it where it kind of romanticizes school. It romanticizes your youth, that teenage era, that kind of carefree era. And there's like even a portion where like Chua is hurt, and was it Jian? It was Jian or somebody else where they're like patching up Chua's legs, and like because she's hurt. Like I think that also plays into like when you're young, it's like when you're young you can make mistakes, and you just patch yourself back up and you get back up, and it's like that's also like such a different, I don't know, it hits differently because like when you're an adult you are basically not allowed to make mistakes. Like you make a mistake as an adult, like it like could severely ruin your life forever. I don't know. Anyways, I'm really late for a meeting. But I love this music video. I love this song. This song it's so special to me. In a way I love this more than Tag Me. Like, is it as catchy as Tag Me? Kinda. But Tag Me was like more pop, like actual pop, right? It's pop music, but it's a little also, I feel like a little R&B, kind of like R&B vocal inspired, but like it's pop music. But for me, this is better than Tag Me on an emotional component. Like literally it's literally making me so fucking emotional just thinking about this song, just listening to this song. It puts me in such a weird mood, and I love that. I really love that. And on that aspect, I would say that it's better than Tag Me. Man, they're so special. And they are my favorite girl group for a reason. This is a girl group where after they debuted, I was like, this might be my favorite girl group of all time. And in less than a year, they have already given me a song that is so special to me. That's so weirdly therapeutic for me. God, they're so special. Okay, guys, that's it for my reaction and review of Weekly's After School. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I mean, perfect score. 10 out of 10, 20 out of 10. Just incredible. Thank you for watching. If you would like to support the channel, visit our Patreon. If you don't want to, that's fine. Consider leaving a comment, hitting the like button, subscribing, and watch our other videos over here. I'll see you guys later. Bye.